I began the recording. We're in the line item 1 of the contract Galaxy books.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
I'm going to open in a new tab the network. This is coverage benches, and
Yep.
we'll do a cycle. This one begins on March 7th. So let's go here and select the cycle
Yes.
for March to March 7th.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
We're going to be showing 1 prior and 3 and actually 4 so that we cover at least the 4-week period that you're looking at.
Good.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm going to click continue. Now it will show me all of the faces in the same network, but you're only interested in the ones in this contract. So I'll copy the contract number and let it finish load. Now I can filter for the contract number. Since you've already added the faces for Galaxy books, they are here.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these are not for the whole duration, right? That's what you meant. They're only
Exactly.
for 2 weeks or for a week or 3 weeks, depending. What are those faces?
Okay. So EUN 1406 should be there from 3/7 to 3/20.
EUN, let me find it.
1406. Now
E,
it might have not gone in there
okay.
because I couldn't get it to, and this is why I wrote them all down. It tells me that EUN is with another contract from 3/7 to 3/20.
All right. That's exactly what we need. So
And the contract number is 380522.
you know the ID of the face, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's do something. In order to go there, we need to first find the face, which
Okay.
was E what?
EUN 1406. Right?
406.
1406.
I guess it has a dash, right?
Yes.
Let's look for that. So here it is. Now,
So
we can check
we,
the schedule,
okay, yeah.
and you need it for March. So,
3/7 to 3/20.
all right, so March. This has already been used in this contract in this line item. From
Correct.
321 to 417. From when you need it?
I need it from 3/7 to 3/20.
So it should be available. But then this one is going to be covering for which one?
Well, it's going to then turn into, there's another location that's there that's only for 2 weeks too. So those 2 locations, then I have 2 other benches for 3/21 to 4/3.
Okay, but this one, this period of
Uh-huh,
4 weeks, is 4 weeks,
right?
begin on March 7.
Correct.
We need to identify first the faces that begin on March 7. Are those faces these ones, these 5 faces?
Okay, so 6SE 806, yes, that's there.
And that
P,
and that begins on when, and when does it end?
okay, it starts on 3/7 and goes to 3/20, the EUN. Oh, I'm sorry, the 6SE, that's to 4/3. So 3/7 to
So
4.
this one is for the 4 weeks, which just leave
Correct.
it like that. Let's
Right.
check PV 3820.
PV 3820 should be from 3/7 to 4/3.
Okay, that's also good. Then
Yep.
SMW 1520.
Okay, that should only be from 3/7 to 3/20.
All right. And then from 320, you should have another phase. That's the one that we need to exchange to.
Right,
And
okay, so that would be 3/21. It would be going to SPE 1070.
all right, so here we click on this one and we do a phase exchange,
Okay.
right? And then
Right.
we go from 320,
Oh,
and in
actually,
that,
3/21.
yeah, that's until Okay, let's do that on 321. That's when the new face is going to come into play.
Correct.
All right, so we click next, and then we look for the face. On
SPE
SP,
1070.
SP what?
E as in Edward 1070.
1070. And we click search. And now we click and select this one, and it has moved. 1070. Now we have that this 1070 should not be used by this then.
Correct.
So we can click here and delete this. So now you know this one is moving to this phase on the 21st.
Perfect. Okay.
Now we have the VLW.
Okay, the
When,
VLW is there for 4 weeks, 3/7 to 4/3.
all right, so we're missing only one phase.
Exactly. We're missing SPW 1725. That's going to be 3/21 to 4/3.
And then the UN, right?
Well, the UN we should have in there from 3/7 to 3/20.
March 7th to March 20th, this one?
Correct.
So how many phases are you selling? 5?
5
6?
total.
Okay, so right now we only have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, we have 3 that are stained for 4 weeks. So that's
So this
VLW
2, 3.
0202, PV 3820, and 6SE 0806. And then we have 2 benches that are for 2 weeks and 2 benches that are for 2 weeks. So
All
that
right.
gives me my 5 benches.
All right. Okay, so right now we only have 3 that go for 4 weeks.
Correct?
We have 1 that goes for 2 weeks and then moves to another one for 2 weeks. So we're missing 1 that begins on the 7th, March 7th. Which one is it?
Okay, well, did we already change EUN 1406?
No, EUN 1406, we have not added it yet.
No. That needs to only be from 3/7 to 3/20, and then we bring in we also have the SMW 1520.
All right. So this one is the one that begins, copy. And we're gonna also look, this is Galaxy Books. Let me
Correct.
look for Galaxy Books. LLC, here it is. It says 5 of them have been already booked.
Well, we
1,
do,
2,
if we
3,
look
4.
at 3/7, starting the 3/7 date, we do have 5 booked, but 2 of those are only going to be for 2 weeks and 3
Yeah.
of those are for 4 weeks.
Yeah, I get that.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
trying to identify those face IDs.
Oh,
Right
okay.
now, the system is showing me all the faces that have been added to the contract, which is only these ones. All right.
Mhm.
But the first thing that you guys have to understand is the ones that you're going to be loading is
Mhm.
the ones that begin on the first date. So what you did is you've added SPE 1070, but this one should not have been added in the beginning. It should have been a phase exchanged.
Okay.
All
I
right.
get it now. I get it now. And that's when okay, so I put it in for the full time and then I go in and do the face exchange and get the second.
That's right.
Okay, so I missed out on that one. Okay.
All right. Now what we need to do is add the 5th one, which would be EUN 1406, and it will be there from 3/7 all the way until
3/20.
3/20 prior of this date, and so there's no issues. All right.
Okay.
So what I'll do is I'll see if it lets me add the other face without having to move much of the contract and see
Okay,
what it
because
does.
the other face would be adding would be SPW 1725.
It doesn't allow me.
Oh,
This and hide it. See? Now we need to get Galaxy, this one. Yep. And we need to click here. Now I'm gonna put it for the whole duration all the way until the 20th.
Correct.
And now let me change this search criteria and then copy again the contract. As I want to see if it now shows me this new face. It's EUN 1406. Is it this one?
That's from 3/7 to 3/20.
Okay, so we're okay.
And
And
then
now
the face we're going to add for 3/21 to 4/3 is SPW 1725. P,
SPW.
1725.
Let's look for this one. Check just one thing. So this one's available from 321.
Oh, good.
That's correct.
3/21 to 4/3.
So we'll look for this one there. Now we need to move to this section first. So we'll move the cycle once and then twice. We're now in this cycle and we'll actually look for just that face. SPW 1725.
Correct.
Now, during this cycle,
Mm-hmm.
we do have Galaxy books and we need to capture it here. And that one's going to be there until when?
To the 3rd of April.
April
4/3.
3rd. So let's change this to look for the contract again. It's 365. Now, you see, we have this one here. Let me move to the beginning to show you the whole 4 weeks.
Yes.
Now, we have starting on March 7th, 6SE 0806,
Mm-hmm.
EUN 1406,
Mm-hmm.
PV 3820, so that's 3. We have SMW 1520, that's 4.
Mm-hmm.
And we have VLW 0202, that's 5 faces.
Correct.
Now, we'll move to the next week. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 faces also. All right?
Right?
Now, let's move to the next week. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We're missing a face that goes from the 21st to the 3rd.
Is
Which
that SPW 1725? No, there's that one. How about SPE 1070?
SPE 1070 is not here.
Yep, that's what we need to add.
Okay, SP what?
SPE 1070.
Let me just make sure. This one's not occupied. This one says it's occupied in April. From April 4th. So, okay, we need it until April 3rd, right?
Correct.
So that's good. Let's go back, copy this. And now let's do it again. Instead of looking for the contract,
I'm going to look for the
for
face.
the face. Yes.
Yes.
And now we have this here. And see, Galaxy Books LLC, this contract, the first line item during this week has only 4 faces scheduled.
Okay.
We need to add this one.
Yep.
I'll select it, double click it, and then pull it all the way to the 3rd. And that's that.
That's
Now,
needed to see.
we need to check just the contract, 394365. During this date range, we have already 5 faces. The system is telling you right here.
Yep.
See, 5 faces.
Okay.
All of the 5 have been charted for this week. If I move to the back, I'll still see 5 faces. And if I move once more, I still see 5 faces.
Okay.
All right. Now we have also added April 4th onward. So if we want, we can move there.
Okay, well, on that one, there's only one that's only there for 2 weeks. The rest are there for
For
4 weeks.
4 weeks. Okay, which one is the one that stays there for 2 weeks?
Is the SBN 1751. Now,
SBN
1751. It should be from 4/4 to 4/17.
S.
See, I couldn't get it in because I was showing that it was, where am I? SBN 1751. Oh, shoot, I didn't write down the contract number.
No worries. That's why we have this tool here for the faces. SBN.
1751.
And we look for that one.
And that should be there from 4/4 to 4/17.
Okay, yes, because it's been used from 4/18 onwards on this contract.
Okay, but we can still use it because we need it from 4/4 to 4/17. So
Yes, the only thing is before we are able to use it, we've already assigned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 faces for this one.
yes, we did.
So one of them should begin later.
SBN 2140, the one at the bottom. That should begin for 4/18 to 5/1.
Let's then do something else. Let's remove this record completely. Let's just take a note of this.
Mm-hmm.
This is SBN. Let me take.
2140.
Yep, give me 1 second. Note. And let me copy that one just so I don't forget it. SBN
2140.
140. Let's minimize this one and just remove it for now.
Okay. Okay.
Now, let's look for the face that we're going to be adding first.
Is the SBN 1751.
51, yes. And now we have the Galaxy books. We're missing one face. Click it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this one is going here until the 17th.
Correct.
Right? Let's go look again for the contract and remove this one. And now we have 5 faces in this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we actually need to add the new one 2 weeks from this date.
Correct. On the 18th.
On the 18th, we'll position or search the yellow part here on that date, the 18th of
Mm-hmm.
April. And then we'll look for the face that we need to again.
And that's SBN 2140.
Yes, that's right. And we'll add it here. Search for it. And it's this one. And it goes all the way to
the 1st of May. 5/1.
there it is. So if we move to the, we'll do the same exercise. Remove the face and just look for the contract. And we have 5 faces here.
Yeah.
See? Now we only have the next 4-week cycle.
Right. And there's only one on that one too.
Right on.
I know I did the exact same thing, but this is good for me to see. Because I like doing one-line items. I really do. And the fact that we can go in and manipulate, I just need to feel more comfortable with manipulating. That's all.
I'm pretty sure of it. That's why I'm here to help you.
I know, Pepe. I don't give up. I really don't. But I have to tell you, that's one of the things I said to myself this morning. Oh my gosh, I've forgotten so much that I knew, and I didn't know that much, but I'm struggling to remember it all. But it is coming back.
And you know why that is?
Why?
Because you have not used the system.
I know, Pepe, and that's it. I'm trying to make a point of entering contracts every day now for that reason.
All right.
It's just I'm juggling between, 2 applications right now, but I can do this.
Now, if you want to forget about working on 2 apps at the same time, let's do the import. So all your old contracts are in here, And that way you only work on quantum. As of now, I'm not charging anything from you guys. So you should take advantage of it.
Okay,
Because
so let me ask you this, because I'm a bit confused. When you say enter these contracts, all of these templates that I've worked on, that I've sent, that we've kind of worked off of, you're saying if I go back and update those and put in our current 22 contracts on that template, who then imports that into the system? Is that
me,
us? That's you.
yeah, you
Okay.
send it over to me. You tell me this is correct. I'm sure all of the advertisers, all of the sales executives, all of the agencies are in the system right now. And
Mhm.
with that, I upload all of them. And then I'll continue working with you for the next 2 months on capturing new contracts. Well, you need to capture only in one system
Okay, so I'm
until
going,
you're comfortable, and then I can start charging for the
okay.
system because you've been trained and you're using it.
Okay, fair enough. Then what we need to do is Karen and I get together and put a schedule for getting this and getting it to you so we can start. And we'll start doing all of 22. Did we get 23 taken care of?
It
There's
will be, but
there yet.
yeah, it will be ready on the next Monday. They said.
Awesome.
Yep.
Okay, because there are, I'm waiting for 4 contracts for 2023 that I also want to get into the system that are face, or no, rotary, they're fixed. So I want to get those into the system as well.
All
So,
right.
all right, so if we can just work on the last one from Galaxy and then I'll let you go. But yes, to your point, this is what I'm going to be working. Karen and I will be working on these 2 templates.
Perfect. No worries. Then you have identified which phase is only starting on the second and lasting 2 weeks, right?
Okay, yeah, well, there's a total of, I do have 5 faces, and they're all for 4 weeks, with the exception of SPW 1345. That is only there until the 15th.
SPW.
PW 1345.
I don't see it here. One, two, three, four.
Well, that's probably because, do you show GRW 1401? Yep, that's the problem. GRW 1401 should only be there from 516 to 529.
All right. And if it's already here, I'm gonna do it differently. Instead of removing it, I'm just gonna put it to 516
For a date change, okay.
and save it. Now I'll need to add the new phase, which is what?
The new face is SPW 1345.
1345.
And we need that from 516 to 529.
Where's the other galaxy? I see what it is. Let me remove this and look for the contract again. I do need to remove the other one so it allows me to add it.
Okay. But it's good for me to know that to change how I'm loading them in when they're split like that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one needs to be removed. GRW 1401, right?
1401, correct.
Let me type that somewhere because I'm gonna go back and look into this in a second. You wanna see a crying baby?
Yes, yes.
GRW 1401. I'll bring it in a second. I think they're
Okay.
giving him his bottle. That's why he's crying for it.
Yeah, he's starving. Don't you understand?
I know.
Life is
S
rough when you're a baby.
SPW was the one that you needed?
1345 from 52 to 515.
There. Now there it is. 4. We can
And
see
we're
it
going,
here.
yeah, 52 to 515. There we go.
Now we need to look for the
Oh, sorry.
contract.
We need to do up to 516. I'm sorry. I mean, is that should be a break there? Is that right?
Yeah, well, the other next phase is starting on May 16th.
Yes, that's correct then. We're good.
Hmm.
Okay.
And now we'll look for the other one.
Which is the GRW 1401.
Yeah, but we're gonna be moving to the 16th and look for this one. And Galaxy Books.
There it is.
And it should go until what's the end? The last day it is exposed.
29 is 5/29.
There it is. So now we have all of it ready. You can confirm it in the contract. And let me hide this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Split it. There it is.
Okay.
Now your contract has all the phases wherever it needs, and the exchange from here to here is set. Right?
Okay.
All right. Give me 1 second. I'll bring the crying baby with the bottles to show it off.
You're
I'll
so
be
neat.
right back.
Okay. A crying baby. Hey, Karen, I'm going to take out that Saba contract that I put in and re-enter it because I don't know what happened, but
We could just edit it instead of deleting it.
well, because I had problems with it and I want to figure out why. And it's a face. And what I am finding with the faces is the, you know, where you go ahead and put in when you select a line item and you say what it is.
Yeah.
I noticed that rotary, the screen pops up and I'm familiar with it. The face, I'm not being able to put in the rates. So I'm thinking it's operator error. Yeah, probably.
Hi guys, I'm gonna stop recording now.
Oh, good. Okay. Where's that little? Oh,
Say
good.
hi, Pep.
Good
Say
morning,
hi, baby.
Super baby. Look at him.
Oh,
Oh,
he's so cute.
he is so big, Pepe. How old is he now?
He is 6 months, turning 7 tomorrow.
And how much does he weigh?
In pounds, about 12 pounds.
He's a good sized boy. Hi there. Look at you looking at everything. Pretty soon he's going to be on your keyboard.
He is on my keyboard already.
Look at his hands. I just saw his little fingers.
Yeah, he is here.
Oh, thank you, Pepe, for sharing. He's adorable.
Yeah, he is. And he stops crying as soon as he sees me, so I'm happy about that.
Yes. Well, that's a big deal. That is. It's nice to know you give comfort.
Yeah.
Yes. Look at him looking. Look at him putting his mouth together. Yes. Is that Dad? Is that your papa? Oh, boy. You guys
All
are
right.
blessed. All right, Pepe.
Yeah.
So let me and Karen get together to.
He's looking at Karen right now.
Oh, you're waving to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's mesmerized.
Say
Look at him.
hi.
Yes, I love the girls. I love
Yeah.
the ladies. And I will send you an email so we can set up next week. But
All right.
let me get together with Karen because I want to, before we do next week, I want us to be able to put together that spreadsheet for you.